What is up everyone, and welcome back to Talking Smack. I'm Logan Rivera, and tonight, SmackDown delivered a huge night as we are now just 1 week away from Summerslam on August 2nd. The pressure is building, the rivalries are getting more personal, and tonight we saw statements made by champions, challengers, and future main event players. Let's get right into it. We open SmackDown with a match that honestly could headline any pay-per-view in the world. The SmackDown Women's Champion Becky Lynch went one-on-one with Bianca Belair. And first of all, it was just great to see Bianca back. She's been quiet since Hell in a Cell, but tonight she reminded everyone exactly who she is. This is a former champion, one of the strongest competitors in the entire division, and she held her own against Becky Lynch. But the real story here was Charlotte Flair. Charlotte joined commentary during the match, and she spent the entire time running Becky down, questioning her legitimacy as champion, questioning her reign, and questioning whether Becky can survive SummerSlam. And then came the moment that changed everything. Becky and Bianca were fighting outside the ring, and Charlotte accidentally tripped Becky Lynch. And I say accidentally very carefully, because Becky knew exactly what Charlotte was doing. Becky got right in Charlotte's face, and you could feel the tension between these two. This history goes back years, from NXT, to Hell in a Cell earlier this year, to Money in the Bank. Charlotte has been chasing Becky Lynch and failing every time. But Charlotte isn't going away. Bianca capitalized on the distraction, and while she didn't walk out with a title tonight, she reminded everyone she belongs in that top tier. But make no mistake about it, Becky Lynch versus Charlotte Flair at SummerSlam is going to be massive. These two know each other better than anyone, and when the stakes are this high, anything can happen. Then we saw Reigns and Solo Sikoa take on Scott Hall and Kevin Nash of the NWO. And this match told a bigger story than just wins and losses. Because week after week, Roman Reigns keeps winning. And quietly, something is forming. We've seen The Rock aligning himself with the Usos on Raw. We've seen Roman Reigns aligning with Solo Sikoa here on SmackDown. And you have to wonder, are we witnessing the rise of a new bloodline that could dominate both brands? Roman and Solo picked up the win tonight, but after the match, the bigger question isn't about Scott Hall or Kevin Nash, it's about Hulk Hogan. Hogan has now watched Roman defeat his allies. He's watched Roman defeat him before, and the tension between Hogan and Roman Reigns continues to build. With SummerSlam just days away, you have to believe this is heading somewhere huge, but there is still no match announced. Come next week's SmackDown, we are only 2 days away from SummerSlam. I assumed that this would be one of the matches they tried to heavily advertise for this show. And I really doubt they keep this match off the card. But the NWO has been booked strange so far, so we'll see. Next, we saw Seth Rollins go one-on-one with John Cena, and this match was incredible. These are two of the biggest names of their generation, and they proved it tonight. They went back and forth, neither man willing to back down. But once again, Seth Rollins defeated John Cena. And then Seth Rollins went too far. After the match, Rollins attacked Cena, stomping him repeatedly, ignoring the referee, ignoring the officials, ignoring everything. This wasn't about winning anymore. This was about sending a message. Seth Rollins has changed. He's more aggressive, more dangerous, more ruthless. And now, it looks like Seth Rollins versus John Cena is officially set for SummerSlam. And if tonight is anything to go by, that match is going to be personal. We also saw United States champion LA Knight pick up a win over Giovanni Vinci. It was a solid performance from the champion, but the bigger story came afterward. Cody Rhodes is injured. The man who was supposed to challenge LA Knight at SummerSlam is now out. And that leaves the United States Championship picture completely wide open. LA Knight may now handpick his opponent. Or maybe even opponents. One thing is certain. Whoever faces LA Knight at SummerSlam is stepping into the spotlight. And then came the main event. Universal Champion Brock Lesnar versus Gunther. Two absolute heavyweights, two dominant forces. Two men who will collide again at SummerSlam for the Universal Championship. Gunther promised to hurt Brock Lesnar, but tonight, Brock Lesnar sent a message of his own. Lesnar defeated Gunther, and then afterward, he wasn't finished. He brought a table into the ring and drove Gunther straight through it. A brutal, physical statement that shows Brock Lesnar is ready for war. But Gunther is not the type of man who stays down. At SummerSlam, these two will collide again. And that match could define the future of SmackDown. And that's what makes SummerSlam so special this year. Becky Lynch vs. Charlotte Flair, Brock Lesnar vs. Gunther, John Cena vs. Seth Rollins, hopefully Hogan vs. Reigns, The Rock vs. Shawn Michaels vs. Triple H. This isn't just another pay-per-view. This is a turning point. This is SummerSlam. And next week, the final Raw and the final SmackDown before SummerSlam will set the stage for everything. Make sure you stay locked in. Make sure you don't miss it. I've been Logan Rivera, and this has been Talking Smack, and I will see you next week.